Go straight. So, anyway, but it's a whole brain process to say this. I've got to do this for my own health and security. Hi, how are you? Good. How are you? You look good, right? So someone who lives around the neighborhood, she always looks good for some reason, like, you know. So sometimes people from higher echelons, like more money or just higher intel, just they can look good regardless. But anyway, there's a show going on today. So I'm kidding. You know how you have those days and you're like, I feel really good, I look really good, I can't believe my hair actually did that all by itself when I rolled out of bed. It just looks good already. That's a show day. Guess we don't want to get hit by Jack and Jill up there. So I'm kidding, but anyway, these are people's theories and ideas, so I don't know if it's true. But anyway, the food thing, you know, I heard a long time ago, like, food is an addiction. You need your refined sugars, you know, your white bread. One carb begets another. You don't have cravings or addictions. So food cravings, same thing. Eat a bag of Doritos, you gotta have a soda, right? Yeah, then you gotta go to Taco Bell, then you gotta go here, then you gotta go there. All those commercials are done for a reason. It's kind of, you know, some people are like, oh my God, they're the devil. You know, Satan. However you want to look at it, it's kind of true. A girl died on our bike last night, and we have left-hand bike lanes, ladies and gentlemen. Cars pass on the left. I know it's like a parked car situation where, but if a bike lane is on the left, a car more easily passes on left. They would have a harder time passing on the right if the bike lane were on the right. They would think more, they would look more, they would run into cars more, you know, before hitting a biker. You see what I mean? So anyway, and I wonder, what was the dark faction up to last night? Because it's out there, and it's a campaign year. Are we swapping souls? Are puppeteers like trading out? What's going on? Les Miserables. Right before the neighborhood. Is that miserable lesbian? They even do that. That's how bad it gets. Like, I would never think of that until I experienced something. I was like, they could use it to make someone, you know, feel like a miserable lesbian. That's French, by the way, Les Miserables. It's about some, you know, war from like 1800s. I forget the, French Revolution. That's right. So anyway, right, that song's in there. Actually, did I see Les Miserables in New York, or just Cats? I forget. Like, I feel like I probably rented, like back in the day you would rent movies and stuff, and I probably rented Les Mis like a million times or saw it on PBS, you know. There is a castle on a cloud. I like to go there in my sleep. Nobody ever has too loud. Not in my castle on a cloud. Cosette. You know, I remember a lot of that. So, that's Les Miserables. I tried to sing. Sometimes, oh, this is funny. This is a good one. This is a good one. I rarely do you see this. All right, it's rare to see that, especially a double bus there, the one that turns corners and everything with all the, you know, extra hinges and stuff. So anyway, again, dark side of the world. The food industry has its dark side. Right, that's right. There's that famous football player, and is he quarterback or whatever, and he's in the Hertz commercials and stuff. It's not Peyton Manning. It's not him. I forget his name, but he wrote a book on organic food and stuff like that. Someone turned me on to his book, but I was already a green juicer, so I green juiced and this, that, and the other for 5 years. I can't do it as much now. It's expensive to buy all the ingredients all the time. Right. So anyway, as I was saying, technically when you're on a healthier diet per se, your pH balance in your body, which should be around 7.5, usually it's all over the place, like 15 for people who eat too many carbs, I guess. I might not have that perfect, but it's about the alkaline level and stuff like that. Anyway, when you eat a healthier diet, you don't crave foods as much. Funny thing is, your brain does go through a thing of like, I loved those comfort food days of like, come home from work, order pizza, drink a soda, turn on the TV. When you're healthier, you don't do that kind of stuff. So you might miss that feeling like, oh, I just want to order a pizza. I just want to get a stromboli. I just want to get a cheesesteak, you know. But you then become focused on other things in life. It's like leaving abusive relationships. Like, oh my God, I don't think about Mike anymore. I never had a relationship with someone with that name, but in a way, it's like that. So, hey Phil, Adelphia. So, MailChimp, Intuit has to play on the breaking down word syndrome. So anyway, that's good intel for someone who never likes to use MailChimp because it gets all cranky and everything. So anyway, I was saying something about being healthier and, right, leaving abusive. So food presents abusive relationships for people. It's incredibly difficult to change, especially if you grow up on fast food. It's also a monetary issue, so I totally get it. There are single moms or single parents or people who work, you know, like dogs or whatever, and they have to run through the, you know, fast food really quick for the kids, and they're tired and they're exhausted. I totally get that. 5 hour energy. So, 5 hour energy. So anyway, relationships, food, I guess fine, you know, places you work. The thing is, you have to work places, and they're, you know, I would say there's 90% abusive work environments, and if you're lucky, 10% non-abusive work environments. So, you know, you gotta really get lucky big time. Or if you're a bully, you might survive all those abusive work environments. So that's the way it is. Anyway. You on my mind. What if people are placed in hospitals or even prisons to get rid of someone who's been puppeting them for so long that they cause so much damage? And it's like they had to go that far to shake the assholes? Are you kidding? That person had to suffer that badly for a bunch of jackasses? That's right. Winners win. Morgan & Morgan. I didn't know Morgan & Morgan was all over the place. I first saw their signage down in Gainesville, Florida. I come back, I see Morgan & Morgan everywhere. I'm like, I never even, and I read everything. They didn't have advertising up here before I left. I come back and they're everywhere. Is that gang stalking? I would say gang stalking by proxy. By proxy would